Could you imagine like Trump running for president from prison? Like, you think that would actually like get him some more street cred, like the Meek Mill treatment? You know, Meek Mill went to prison. He's friends with Robert Kraft. I hope he does still try to run while he's locked up because honestly, that would be like the best reality TV show ever. That'd be way better than The Apprentice.
This is about Stormy Daniels. And this happened how long ago now? They're not going to lock up a president. It just won't happen.
Trump still isn't locked up, man. Like I was like, did he just get us all? Like, did he just say that shit? Now it just has us talking about him for every week, anticipating some bullshit.
I think that you know, for a number of years now, he seems like he's been one step ahead in some weird way. Even though it always seems like he's behind to us, he's actually one step ahead. Nobody's ever able to catch him. He doesn't really get in trouble. Like, yeah, it's in the media and stuff, but that's not real. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with this whole
Indictment,
yeah,
possible indictment.
yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I'm just kind of like waiting for it to happen. But I saw in the New York Post they put out an article saying that Trump he could run for president from prison.
Yeah.
Like, and they said it's happened before, which I had no idea.
I've never noticed that either. Like, this is way back in history, what, 100 years ago or something
Literally.
like that? But somebody's done this before.
Yeah, man. Eugene V. Debs in 1920, a socialist candidate, he ran from prison. He did not win, but he got almost 1 million votes, which is like a lot more than even like Kanye West got when he ran back in 2020.
That's a ton of votes. And listen, there is nothing new under the sun because this is pretty crazy. This guy got imprisoned because he was protesting against World War One and the U.S. being involved in that, and they locked him up for sedition. And he still ran for president, but I will say he had run multiple times before that.
Oh yeah,
like the previous 3 elections leading up to that one, he also ran. So he was a busy guy.
Could you imagine like Trump running for president from prison? Like, you think that would actually like get him some more street cred? Because there's been a lot of people I feel like who have expressed that this is a little bit, you know, of a fugazi charge. Like, I don't know, people don't seem that passionate about him being locked up. I think it's just the idea of, you know, ending his political career. But hey, if he runs from prison, maybe that'll actually be helpful. Who knows? Maybe it could be like the Meek Mill treatment. You know, Meek Mill went to prison. He's friends with Robert Kraft. You know,
I mean, I think that I would have to agree with most people. This is about Stormy Daniels, and this happened how long ago now? Like, if this is really what they're trying to get him on, they must not have any evidence. They have piss poor evidence for everything else that he's done throughout his presidency and even before. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like they're just reaching for straws. Like, I think they could do a lot more, but maybe not. Maybe there's no real hard evidence. Maybe this guy, like I said, is just a few steps ahead.
yeah, I feel like there's enough evidence. It's been since what 2016. He just called this shot. You know, he put it out there before anyone else could actually do anything about it, which actually seems really smart at this point.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't happened yet. But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for him to get locked up, and I hope he does still try to run for president while he's locked up. Because honestly, that would be like the best reality TV show ever. That'd be way better than The Apprentice.
Listen, it would take Scared Straight to a whole nother level because he's going to be in some cushy prison, whatever they would put like a president in. Like,
Yeah.
That's why I don't think this is real. Like, they're not going to lock up a president. It just won't happen.
Yeah, he would be the first like former president to ever get indicted on criminal charges.
There's no way.
Yeah.
I can't see it happening.
Yeah, I mean, if like, I don't know. I didn't know in American history that actually somebody ran for president from prison. So, you know, maybe it could happen. I feel like Joe Biden won and he was in prison in his basement campaigning. Like, in 2020, he didn't step out the house. And, you know, it's really crazy to think about like 2020. Like, I remember after the election, I just felt so relieved, like being like, oh shit. I wasn't happy that Biden won. I was just happy that Trump was out. I was like, oh my god, he's gone. We got him. Like
we got him, and then June 6th happened, and it was like, wait, do we
Jan
have him?
Jan
Like,
6th.
what's
Yeah.
happening
Oh
here?
my god. Like yeah, that shit. That yeah.
Two
But
2 weeks before the new president gets sworn in, let's attack the Capitol. Yeah, craziness.
yeah, literally crawling
I
up
would think
walls.
that is what they would be trying to charge him for. But no, it's still the Stormy Daniels stuff. That's why I don't think it's real.
Well, he got impeached for that. Or did he? Did
Impeached.
he?
No,
No, he
they
got
didn't even
impeached.
have time.
I think he got impeached for the Georgia. He got impeached twice.
Yes.
First was the Ukraine bribe,
Exactly.
and then it was
And then it was the Georgia
the
stuff.
Georgia shit. Which I feel like the most egregious thing he did was the Georgia phone call, like find the votes, like get me the votes
I
to
don't
win.
know. The Ukraine thing was kind of egregious too. It's like, listen, you help me, I'll help you. Like, what do you have? Like,
Yeah, now this man is saying like, oh, if I become president, I'm the only person who can stop World War III from happening. It's just like World War III hasn't happened. Like he's acting like it's a thing, but hey, he's good at marketing himself.
Hey.
And I think it will be great if he ran for president from prison. Like so, I and it'll be great for our show. So
yeah, it'll be great for us. It'll be great for us. While we're talking about that, take some time, follow, subscribe. See us on all platforms, as Julian mentioned. We're everywhere at this point. We're everywhere.
Even Twitter now on Twitter Live. Shout out to our Twitter following, and shout out to all of our supporters.
Absolutely.
We're even on TikTok, and they're trying to ban that shit, bro.
Yeah,
And they got the CEO down in Congress getting pressed.
you know, I don't know. I don't really understand this. The people, they've been really saying like, nah, we don't need to ban TikTok. Keep TikTok. That's the hashtag right now. Hashtag keep TikTok. People are saying like, I've made lots of money. I've changed my life off of this app. It's been a game changer for me. So I think that maybe keep TikTok.
Oh shit!
Maybe keep it.
Damn.
I mean,
these are but okay. TikTok sent over influencers to Washington, to meet with people, like to show how it's changed their lives. And also, there's 150 million TikTok users in the United States of America,
and that's just the U.S.
Yeah, but there's like how many? There's like what, over 300 million people in the United States. So that's like half our TikTok users. Can you really ban an app that half the nation uses? And also, half of these freaking tech companies are all trying to change their app into TikTok. They're
Exactly.
like TikTokifying. Even Spotify now
Yeah.
has like a feed you can scroll down. Oh, you could also find us on Spotify. Episode 105 is on Spotify. We're there too.
Google Podcasts as well. Listen, we're everywhere. We everywhere. But 1.5 billion worldwide on TikTok.
That's crazy. Damn. And if we're left out of that, how will that impact us? But the fear is like the Chinese government, being able to infiltrate and have our data. They, TikTok as an app does take a crazy amount of your data. They, keep track of your keystrokes, everything you're doing on your phone, when you're not using the app, they keep track of it. And we don't know where that data is going. We don't know what that's used for, especially when you have an app that is so influential the way TikTok is, using an algorithm to push specific things out to the public. I do see an argument of how that could be a security risk.
I see the argument, but at the same time, would they even be having these conversations if this was a U.S. company?
No, and
I don't think so.
But that's what they're trying to do. The Biden administration is saying like, you need to sell to a United States owned company, and that's the same thing Trump said, and they didn't do anything about it. Biden got in office and said, no, we're not doing that. But now, a couple years later, he changed his stance. Maybe they got some new information. Maybe that actually shows that it could be a threat. But also, there are some conspiracies out there saying, Facebook, YouTube, Google, these other companies are behind this because, as I said, they're all trying to emulate TikTok. So maybe they'll benefit from TikTok going down because everyone's trying to copy their shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, anytime you're the big dog in the playground, you don't want somebody else showing up and trying to take your girl. And that's
Mm,
the way I view it with these tech companies looking at TikTok. They're like, this Chinese company is coming in here. They've been wildly successful
yeah,
on a global scale, and it's threatening our business.
it is. I mean, we hear about the tech layoffs every week,
That's right.
and
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's cutthroat. It's cutthroat. We saw Mark Zuckerberg be impressed by Congress after the elections and shit, and Facebook's influence back in 2016. So now it's like the tables have turned.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. So I don't know what's going to happen with this. One thing I will say is that if they ban a social media app before they ban assault rifles and assault weapons, where are our priorities? Like, it's clearly the money that's just running everything in this country because people are getting killed like crazy. Um, Rest in peace to the Nashville victims um, from the school shooting. 3 9-year-olds and 3 school staff, a
Mm.
custodian, a substitute teacher, and the head of the school.
Yeah, yeah, that's awful. Prayers to the victims. I know, and that at least there were some cops who were brave enough to actually take action. So,
Yeah.
it's scary. It's a scary world we live in. But yeah, it is crazy. When I saw that notification on my phone, I was just like, oh, another one. So
Exactly. That's the thing.
sensitized.
That's how we view it in the U.S. But meanwhile, we're worried about social media apps, and there's been more mass shootings this year than days in the year.
Mm, damn, that's that's a sad reality, man. Yeah, I don't know. I lost faith in the guns, the guns debate in this
Yeah.
country. I mean, I feel like the Americas were founded on guns, and it's so ingrained in our culture. I mean, you saw like the representative um, Christmas card of the state representative
Yeah.
for Nashville had rifles in his
Crazy.
Christmas card with his family. So,
Crazy.
it's within the culture. It's unfortunate, but hey, I don't even know what to say about this stuff anymore. But yeah, I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think that they're gonna ban TikTok. I think that will set kind of a bad precedent. But I do think that we need to further regulate social media apps and just kind of make sure that the kids are okay. Like,
Yeah.
that's basically what I'm more concerned about, and that's on all the apps. I am concerned about TikTok a little bit more because of the ties to China. The Chinese government is, very shady. We talked about the spy balloons,
Of course.
like,
Of
but
course. They are shady.
yeah, man, we'll see what happens. 1.5 billion worldwide users. That's
That's a lot
insane
of people.
influence.
That's a lot of people. But I wonder how many does Facebook have?
Probably like double that. But
Yeah, actually double that.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Shit. That's crazy too. But they're losing, and people are dying, and young people are adapting more to TikTok.
Yeah.
So, the people, these companies, they're looking to exist forever, as long as they can. So, we'll see what happens. Everything is changing like real quick.
A wild landscape, man. Things are adapt or you're going to die off when
Yeah.
it comes to tech and a lot of other things.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts, man. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram,
Of course.
Twitter, TikTok,
All
like
the apps. All the apps. We're everywhere. We are
everywhere.
everywhere.